your success or otherwise in a negotiation deal is always going to be limited by the will and skill of the other party, right? And when someone's willing, you can help them with the skills to say, look, in the interests of the outcome, here's what I'm trying to do. Here's what we need to be able to get to that outcome. I'm going to need some more information that helps us understand how we can best package this. Can we explore options? That requires trust. It requires a foundation where there's a belief that each party has each party's interests in consideration, because both parties understand that by working together, there's a better outcome available, right? Often what happens, though, is if you're dealing with someone who doesn't have the will and you're trying to skill them up, it's a futile effort, in which case you've got to use your own skills to be able to conduct yourself in a way that guides them towards the outcome that you're ultimately wanting. And that requires a lot of forethought, a lot of priming, positioning, planning, because every time you're speaking, you're doing one of two things. You're either increasing the perception of the value you bring to the deal or decreasing the perception of the value you bring. And unless you're aware of that, you can't influence it appropriately. So long rambly answer, but in context to what you're saying, it's not a leave the other party to figure it out themselves, because I agree with you, that doesn't work, because you have to be able to work together. But I also say you have to be cognizant of someone's will and skill level, because if your dance partner, in this case, keeps stepping on your toes because they don't know the moves, you can only teach them the moves and show them how to maneuver if they're willing. If they're unwilling, then it's a lot of energy expended helping someone who's
Yeah,
maybe not conducive to getting the outcome you want. And that's where you then explore, am I actually talking to the right partner that
absolutely.
can
Yeah,
help me
yeah.
get the outcome I want? Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of the people I speak to on the podcast, when I'm talking, I close my eyes and imagine that I'm just sat somewhere in a bar having a nice glass of red and just having a great conversation. And this is one of those ones. I absolutely, I really enjoyed, chopping this up and looking at different angles. I'd like to just maybe ask you one final question. So I know you worked for a negotiation company and you witnessed some an environment that wasn't conducive to what you believed negotiation was. So you walked out of the door and you said, right, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do this with what I believe to be true. But you've also written books, okay? So it's
Yes.
not just that you were just walking your talk and setting up a company. So maybe to finish off, if you could share kind of what is it that you're really excited about? What's in the books? How can people actually find you and take the conversation further?